According to data from the LA Times in 2024,
These are my lovely
more than
flowers my son bought
75,000
for me.
homeless people are living throughout Los Angeles County. It's not just a
My
number,
son Kevin bought
it's each
these.
individual fate. If the total number of homeless people here were to line up, the road from Venice Beach to downtown would be packed with people. Not a single gap, not a single place to breathe. The
And my
tents in
son
Skid Row
Daniel
sprout up like mushrooms after the rain, clinging tightly to every corner of the
Bought
street.
these for me.
If all those tents could be stacked on top of each other, they would probably be taller than the Willis Tower. And this is no longer just the story of the homeless. The decline of a segment is dragging the entire city into a vortex of uncontrollable chaos. Every night in this city, thousands of people do not know if they will have the chance to see the dawn the next morning. Some of them might be veterans
And my son
who once
Chris
served the nation,
bought
single
these.
mothers who lost their jobs, or even middle-class individuals, those who once had a roof over their heads until illness
They're
struck
beautiful.
and health insurance was no longer sufficient to cover the costs. And the big question is, how can one of the wealthiest cities in America, where superstars live in million-dollar mansions,
And
become
this is my
helpless in the face of people
hydroponic
struggling to survive on the streets every day?
arrow garden.
That is something that even angels, if they were still here, would not be able to figure out how to manage.
These are tomato plants. They have really grown tall. It's time for me to take them out of this pot and repot them in some dirt now. They've just grown like this in water.
Paradise called Los Angeles.
See a bloom somewhere. Can't find it right now.
Right in the heart of Los Angeles,
Yeah.
where the lights still shine brightly on streets
There it
like
is,
Sunset
right
Boulevard.
there.
Just turning a corner changes the picture. The
They'll do
high-rise
better when I
buildings
take them
gradually
out
give
and
way
put them
to
in the
multiple
big pot,
walls, alleys
which I'm
filled with
planning on
tents,
doing
shopping
today.
carts, and people lying quietly under old blankets, even in broad
But I
daylight.
love this setup.
People call this place Skid Row, a place where no one dares to step in. Even
I have
those
a
in
small one
uniforms
over
with
here.
Name tags and badges. Skid Row is not located in a remote and desolate place. It is right next to skyscrapers, close
They
to
both
upscale
have lights.
restaurants and brightly lit boulevards.
This one
However, just a few wrong
had
turns,
some
and one
larger
will step
plants in
into an
it, but I
entirely
took them
different
out
world.
and
As
put
if
them in
you were
dirt.
experiencing becoming the
They're
main
doing well.
character in a post-apocalyptic
They were really big.
movie. More than 4,000 homeless people crowding Skid Row, each with their own
This
story,
is so pretty.
their own pain, but all sharing the same fate. Abandoned by society and seen as a burden.
I'm scared and I don't like being here. I have to stay with my mom, be brave, deal with the things that me and my mom is going through.
You gotta go to school?
In this situation, no.
I know a lot of other
No.
friends.
Imagine if that child were your own, having to grow up in an unhealthy environment, having to learn how to survive day by day instead of being nurtured with a complete childhood. No one deserves to live like that. But
These
in
are my
Skid
other
Row,
plants.
It's not.
We're getting
just
ready to move.
happening. It happens
So
every day.
Got a
When
lot
night
of
falls,
plants to move.
This place resembles a post-apocalyptic movie scene. The shadows of people
Some under
staggering,
here.
their soulless eyes, the screams
now this was
echoing from the
grown in the
corners.
hydroponic,
The unhealthy drugs are
Arrow
sold like
garden.
candy, so brazenly that no one is
But not
surprised
that
anymore. Even more frightening is the police, the protective forces that maintain
And
order
so
and
was
peace
that
in
one.
society, who also dare not step foot here. It's not because they are shirking their duty, but because they have no solution to address this issue. A
this
retired
is a
officer
beautiful
admitted,
plant here.
I can confront gangs, organised outlaws, but Skid Row is different. There is nothing to negotiate, nothing to control. You can't talk to someone who isn't sober.
And this is a
But
part
what
of that
disappoints
plant.
the people the most is not the unresolved issue, but the indifference from the very person they trust.
It's ready to go in some dirt too.
While that person is busy debating macro issues, the people here have to lie on the cold pavement and search for scraps of food to survive each day. What has pushed the heart of Los Angeles to this point? And if
I've
the
already
current
emptied
state
my
of Skid
china
Row
cabinet.
reflects the future of
Got
the
stuff
entire
down here on the
United States,
table that I've packed
do we
already.
still have time to save ourselves? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. It may sound dramatic, but the line
I want to
between
show
being
off my other
middle
beautiful
class and
plants.
being homeless is now just half a step away. It's hard to believe, right? But according to economists and social researchers, this is the very reality millions of Americans are now facing.
Everything is kind of disorganized because I'm getting ready to move, but Aren't they beautiful? These are my precious plants. I put them in the shower and gave them a really good watering. Not with the shower, but I used the sink to put them in to get them all soaked down and wet. Then I transferred them to my shower to make sure they got a good draining. This plant, I've had it for about 12 years, and it keeps growing and growing, and I cut it back and repot it. And might have had it longer than that, actually. Look at the leaves on that. They look so healthy. And I've had these for probably about 8 or 9 years. Quite a while. This is also an orchid. It have beautiful blooms on it, but it's not blooming at this moment, as you can see. And this is another little smaller orchid. It was really tiny when I first got it. But it has grown quite a bit. Yeah. I love my plants. Oh. And this one here, I bought for Christmas. Poinsettia. It's doing pretty well. I lost some of its leaves, but it's doing pretty well. I'm going to a bigger house, so I'll have lots of room for my plants. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, living room, dining room, and a huge kitchen, garage, basement. I'll be moving in a couple of weeks. Can't wait. It'd be so nice to get in a nice, large place where I can unpack all of my stuff that I got in the garage. That won't even fit in this 3-bedroom apartment. But this was something that was handy for, well, we've been here almost a year. It'll be a year. The first 2 weeks of June last year we moved in. But now our time I've overstayed, and it's time for me to be able to get my total gym put up in my room. Finish setting up my computer. I've been just using my laptop since I've been here. I haven't even connected this one up. And this is my health writer. So I'll be able to have all this stuff set up soon the way I like it. My nice big leather chair, all it does now is hold some clothes that I washed that I need to fold up. There you have it.